Strings. Okay. You never can be too safe. So I keep checking the, making sure it's recording right. Anyway. I don't know. Prison Planet, however you want to look at it. Maybe it's the greatest planet in the universe. Well, that's all we got. It's not like we can fly over to Venus or something or wherever. Yeah, it's funny. You think after like a few thousand years or longer, you think society would be a lot more evolved than it is right now. You can blame manipulation all day long. It's just very slow here. That's right, I forgot. Wait a second. Yeah. So, there's just no. That's the free will energy. But then again, I guess it doesn't really matter. You can just take as long as you want. There's other planets, so this one could be the marble of nowhere. Yeah, it's just it has a culture of. Again, not giving a fuck. I don't know. I think it's worse than that. They call it a game. It's got to be one of the most mundane games in the fucking universe. It's a game of just no movement whatsoever. Debauchery of just self-destruction, self-sabotage. Maybe that's the game it should be called, self-sabotage. Not everyone's like that. It's nothing wrong with being that way, but either way, just the youngster planet. It just doesn't want to. Well, youngster society. It doesn't want to evolve. Obviously, the spiritual stuff it's not too big on. It's rather just dwindle around and drink its coffee and watch some sport or whatever it's doing. I'm not sure what it's doing. Bitch about something. Life challenges. Obviously, many individuals create their own challenges and constantly pound themselves to death with it. Yeah. Is this world ever going to get anywhere? No. I mean, some will, most won't. At least from what it looks like at this point. Of course, many, as you hear, they're not ready. But that was spiritual. Even those that are spiritual still aren't. You're not always feeling the, to do anything with it because society's not doing anything. Why should you bother? Why should you, and you try, even open up your telepathic abilities or even telekinesis thing. You can't do certain things here. I mean, you can, I guess, if it's your path, yeah. But telekinesis energies, you just, children born with telekinesis abilities of remote viewing. I mean, there is that going on, just not at a large scale. And having these powers isn't exactly the most. It's still a phenomenon. It's rare. So when does this all end? For yourself. Well, it's challenges. Obviously, it's to stunt your growth, to slow you down. So anyway, that's that. Obviously, there's more challenges than that. Some of us is the free will of an individual, and many are stagnant, not going anywhere. I don't know. Eventually, the universe does get them going to some level, something. Maybe. maybe. It's just, well, yeah, patience is the, man, patience. Yeah, the way we look at things, obvious, the way the spirit realms look at it, I imagine a lot of people here that are on their spiritual path want things a little bit quicker. And then nothing, yeah, it's just, and then the process of the individual, the common people, is just slow. It's like dirt slow. And for them, it's probably going fast. Or they're not even thinking about it. Damn. Yeah. Alright, Avatar Comic Pro Sessions. Schedule it. Shop here. Oh yeah, and the positivity at once. Yeah, positivity can be very. It's like getting high. It's all just some can't handle. Everything has to be positive, and that can be so weaponized. Like toxic positivity, like it's too positive, or it's just like a scapegoat for no growth. It's just this if you're allowed to tell it how it is, that you're not allowed, but you can, but they don't want to hear it. Yeah, it's like positivity is just candy. It's just but then it dries out and there's nothing there. But I guess they just keep grabbing onto it as they go nowhere. It can, yeah, toxic cause. There's different versions of positivity. Obviously, if some kind of positivity gets through what you're going through, others can't out. They can't let it go because they're not really going anywhere. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. They lie to themselves. Yeah, because connected to the astral realms and all that's not what's cracked out to be. It's got issues. Why do you think this exists? It's the soul has a lot of problems, and you're seeing it. So, in the astral realms, they can see it clearly. And just here, you get to experience it. It's like there, you can see all their issues. You can see the good side of it, but you can also see the stuff you don't want to see. It's like, the closet, and now you're in someone's skeleton closet. At least to some level. Delusional closet, whatever it is. Secret Space Program closet. I guess the grass is greener there somehow. Delusional Secret Space Program closet for some. Okay, man. Yeah. Star Trek Enterprise might show up. I mean, your mind can do all kinds of realities, so whatever gets you through this. If it gets you through it, that's what matters, really. Alien disclosure energies, it's just slow as everything. So the prison planet energy, you have to look at it that way. Some are living in a prison. They might be living in their own parents' prison that they created for them, and so on. But there is a version of some kind of prison there, to some level. Not always, but of course the parents usually get that karma eventually. Hits them hard somehow. So it finds its way back to them at some point. At least bad parenting and good parenting, which is a good thing. It comes back in a good way, but the bad parenting, they might not want to see it, but either way. So we're going to, I guess I'm going to Mother Earth frequency. Get some kind of perspective there. Some might not want that perspective, but either way, something different. So, what's next week? Greece used Mother Earth energy field. Of course, the world is as you need it, as you want it, as you view it. Some are not wanting to see reality as it is. They are having difficulties coming out of their comfort zone. It's like this world's a lot. Doesn't mean you have to take it on. Some feel like they only handle a small piece of it, which is nothing wrong with that. At least you're looking at society, reality instead of living in your own bubble. Because many are born into a bubble of thinking. But eventually you have to find your way out. If you choose to do so. Some take the long way and not see reality for what it is. You have to see all aspects of it. And yes, it can be hurtful. That's why some choose challenges to choose the wrong people to connect with, to wake them up into reality, to, in the past incarnations, they were also lifetimes of delusional, of just complete delusion. And now they need a dose of reality on so many different levels. So the soul expansion, and yes, the soul growth is to go through hellish, but also the hell can become your reality, and you have trouble leaving this world because of it. So there's different levels of hell you can bring into your life. Eventually, escaping is a different. Some are actors here, as you can see, has played a role for work, for personal reasons, whatever it might be. Obviously, there's another side of them that they still have to heal. And to for the soul to heal, well, of course, just being developed in a world like this, before you're even born, is difficult. Even being in the astral plane, preparing for your incarnation, you already feel the turbulence before you come in. And the alien frequencies, yes, they feel it right away. And they're just assisting your world. Of course, you have elemental beings. Some elemental beings, like fairies and elves, they can get addicted to negativity here. They can get addicted to the chaos of your planet. And they themselves have difficulties releasing. Even a tree can be ill with too much negativity, too much chaos. So even nature itself becomes, toxic in its own right, as you've seen. So it's just, so even if the human was decently healed, like you're on a good path, nature is not always on a good path, depending on where you are. So there's, once you think you have it all figured out, and then, yes, Mother Nature says, by the way, this place is still not together. Now, it's nice to have the humans here a little bit more aware of what's happening here. That would be helpful. But yes, the world itself is sick, as you can see, due to manipulations, due to human energies, errors, and so on. So it goes on and on. It doesn't mean there's no end to it. It's just becoming more aware of it, in which many of you are. And obviously, you get to a peaceful time in your personal life where you can just feel like you're at a stable frequency. Even when you're unstable, you can see things if you want. Sometimes they don't want to add too much to their plate. But life challenges can, when things start to cool down, then you can see the Earth for what it is and bring out the good side of the planet through your own, experiences. What some of you are doing now, even with the challenges, you bring out the good side of yourself and the good side of the world. I know it's a little bit generalization of that, but basically some of you know, like you see the good side of nature, trees, flowers, things like that, that has a frequency that aligns with yours. And you just come to this world to see into your soul. To challenge, not just to overcome it, but to just help others overcome it. Not just for you, but for others to evolve beyond their inner misery. Easier said. It's like you're trying to climb a mountain and you're holding on with one hand, you're helping somebody else climb with your other hand. And they're always falling down. So, and that's parenting also. Doesn't mean it's all mentorship. there, but also some parenting is done that way. So that's where the soul truly is pushed to its brink. And that's why you connect to souls that are pushed to their level of darkness to help them find the light. Well, meaning light, meaning a reason to continue existing here, to not let go. Like you're kind of like your energetic rope for them to grab onto to live another day. Be surprised how, well, just like, was it the Christmas Carol? When Scrooge is meeting his old self or old whoever, like they might seem like they're fine now, but then 10 years from now, they're not doing so great. So now you connect to them currently to system when before they hit the wreckage of their incarnation. And so it's like it's not great now. Like if you have interaction with someone that's difficult, the idea is to have some kind of turnaround before things really unravel. Because, the path that certain individuals are on aren't so great already, but then, yes, you're just on the path of more destruction. The idea for your spiritual growth here is to assist others so they can, have the choice to turn things around. Yes, exactly. You're giving them the choice, and yes, they might throw it at your face 100 times. And that's also the job of the angels, to angelic beings, or, that's why you can say call them an angel, because they keep putting up with all this, backlash. Here is like, not to say the light is perfect, not to say, but, the idea is to have a nicer time here instead of having worse challenges, hellish, there is a way around these obstacles, if you wish. And but you also, so during these times, that's where, like, you're dealing with a difficult person, you did get some time extension. Like, okay, this person's like, not having it. But that's why you alter time, in the astral realm, to have some more time. It's like, what, the future is not looking good for this person. Like, it's charcoaled, it's bad. Of course, they don't see that yet. They're not there yet, but the future looks very bleak. So you get extra time to shuffle things around. So something, even though I say it's mentor advice, even parenting advice, or like a bad parent who might find something that's good for their kid that can do some better parenting. Whatever it is, it could be anyone actually, but it's the right person will show up to at least assist. That's all you can do. It's up to the individual to make a choice of releasing the self-loathing to move forward. So, yes, because many of you learned a lot from your spiritual challenges in previous incarnations. And yes, you see the future astrally, time travel into the future. And you wonder why you're going through what you're going through is, well, first of all, to get understanding of this world, but the other thing is to help others have a better life at some point. So, because if you see it like an end point with them, like they're like loss of life, well, that's probably because it's true. Like you might run into, like currently, run into someone that you might feel like a death energy. It might not be now, but it can be 5-10 years in the future, where things get so bleak, and the idea is you come in to not interfere but intervene, so they don't have to have that future of bliss. It's not pleasant. So that's